Hello everyone, back tuning into the 6th update for the late summer bank holiday weekend. So it's getting much closer now. We are into the reliable time frame, or the supposedly reliable time frame of the models with the bank holiday weekend now. It's within a week away, but there's still a lot of chopping and changing going on actually with models at the moment. So still don't think it's totally nailed down, but we are very, very gradually beginning to inch our way towards the expected pattern for the bank holiday weekend. It looks like it'll be quite an unsettled pattern overall, but on a day-by-day basis, actually, there could be a fair amount of dry and useful weather. So, some pretty good news, I think, for tonight's 6th update. I'll talk you through everything that's going on right now. Just say this is covering the Leeds Reading Festival as well, which is kind of like the last big festival of the summer season. So we're going to start off on Friday the 25th of August, just 3 days away now, of course. And what's going on here is that everything is fairly slack, so it's a relatively unsettled pattern overall. There's quite a bit of low pressure around in the Atlantic, and there's a trough to the south of us, but overall it's not too bad because everything is so slack. There's nothing really to blow these low pressures through across the country. The upper air temperatures are looking relatively warm, especially so down in the south, not too far from normal really. And there's a fair amount of dry weather around as well. You see we have got showers out to the west and also some quite heavy rain down to the southwest of the country. But actually many parts of the UK are looking dry here on Friday the 25th of August. And although showers do break out in the north and across the Northern Islands through the course of the day, much of England and Wales stays dry. This hour, the temperatures are looking pleasantly warm, so northern and western parts of the country into mid to upper teens Celsius, the south and southeast coming out into the low 20s Celsius, a maximum of around 23 or 24 somewhere around East Anglia and London. Now this is day one of the Leeds Reading Festival, so at Leeds we would expect a lot of dry weather, temperatures around 20 or 21. At Reading, again, a lot of dry weather and temperatures possibly up to 23 or 24 degrees there in the southeastern part of the country. Really very pleasantly warm indeed. We go through to Saturday. This is the first day of the bank holiday weekend, of course, second day of the Leeds Reading Festival. And again, it's a relatively unsettled pattern overall. We haven't really got any high pressure building in, but it all looks very, very slack again on Saturday. Upper air temperatures, if anything, they're turning a little bit warmer down across the south, looking really very warm for southeastern parts of the country. Within this slack flow, we have got risk of showers beginning to break out across Scotland, Northern Ireland, and parts of northern England as well, possibly getting more heavier through the course of Saturday afternoon. There is a little bit of cape and lifted too. This is showing the sort of thundery potential within the atmosphere. This is how temperatures are looking. So again, widely in the south and southeast, up to around 23, 24, possibly 25 degrees. That's 77 Fahrenheit, very warm there. But come further north, they've got these heavy downpours, quite a bit cooler there. So northern England around 18 or 19, Scotland around 12 to 15, Northern Ireland around 14 to 17 degrees on Saturday afternoon. For day two of the Leeds part of the Leeds Reading Festival, probably the risk of showers there, and they could be quite heavy. It's a little bit cooler as well. But down in Reading, again, it's mostly dry and very warm. Temperatures possibly up to 25 degrees, 77 in Old Money. We go through to Sunday the 27th of August, final day of the Leeds Reading Festival, of course, middle of the bank holiday weekend. And it looks like we're trying to bring some low pressure in off the Atlantic, but again, it's all looking really quite slack, perhaps a little bit of a reach down across the southern part of the country. Upper air temperatures still looking pleasantly warm, a lot of dry weather around again on sunny, some showery bursts for Scotland, a little bit for Northern Ireland, but again, most of England and Wales managing to get another dry day. So this is a pretty good run after the updates we've had recently, this 6th update. Temperatures in the north and west quite cool then, so around mid-teens Celsius. You might be able to increase that a little bit, so let's say mid to upper teens Celsius for the north and west. The south and southeast still pleasantly warm, not as warm as Saturday, but even so, temperatures around 23, 24 degrees. For the final day of both Leeds and Reading Festivals, it looks like it's mostly dry. Leeds probably up to around 18 to 19 degrees. Reading probably up to around 24. And again, as I say, mostly dry for the last day of those two events. And then we go through to the actual bank holiday Monday itself, Monday 28th of August. And low pressure starting to move in from off the Atlantic. But ahead of it, England and Wales particularly, still under this ridge down to the south and the southwest. The upper air temperatures are looking pleasantly warm throughout this period. It looks a relatively warm period for the south, not quite as warm for the north. We've got cloud and showery rain here for the north and west, but again, you notice the bulk of England and Wales is mostly dry for Bank Holiday Monday, although maybe some light showers and cloud drifting southwards and eastwards on Monday afternoon. Temperatures, because there's more cloud around, they're a little bit lower, but even so in the southeast, we're still sort of up to around 21, 22 degrees, so still pleasantly warm there. Elsewhere, it's mid to upper teens Celsius, really, so let's say 14 to 19, really, from the Midlands northwards. Overall, I don't think that's too bad at all for this 6th update. There's a lot of useful weather in there. Yes, just some showery bursts, more especially for the north. But the south, it does look, I have to say, almost dry from beginning to end, really, for southern parts of the country. So the 6th update, definitely a much better update for the bank holiday weekend. We'll probably do the 7th and final update on Thursday for you. So getting more or less towards the end with the updates now. Right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.